Hello there and welcome to a brand new Hobby Streak week. Today is day 2112 and I'm going to continue where I left off last week with the Chaos Space Marines from Blackstone Fortress. As ever, last week's streak continued with me playing a game of Fallout, the roleplay game. Really fun game, quite interesting story we've got going on at the moment, and it's a lot of fun. Highly recommend it for anyone who wants to play it. Anyway, back to today. I finished off the detailing that I started last week with the leather, and I didn't touch the silver, because I'm going to do that when I do the gold. And then I proceeded to start the gold trim. However, I did get a little bit distracted today because I was meant to receive 2 packages on my doorstep today, but I only actually received 1, but yet both of them have said they're delivered, so I had to spend a little bit of time on the phone trying to sort that out. I've been told I've got to wait till tomorrow, so that was great. But I did manage to finish doing the gold trim after that, and unfortunately, as I said, that's most of my time was spent doing something completely unrelated. One of the packages, however, was from Games Workshop themselves. I am a big fan of the computer game Darktide, and then they released a little box set for it, and I thought, you know what, I had to pick that up. So that's what I did. I ordered it, I picked it up as a little bonus board game that me and my partner can play. Yeah, hopefully it's gonna be good. In the evening, I also continued on the Mcfarlane figure. I started to work on his foot. I'm not entirely sure if I've done too much with the scratches or anything, but they are his feet. I'm also going to dirty it up as well. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see, I guess. Going to do a little bit more tomorrow, I think. Today is 2113, and I'm going to continue with the Chaos Space Marines from Blackstone Fortress. Today was mostly spent doing the small details on them, like the bone details and sort of doing the cloth and things like that. I did as much as I could, and I ended up finishing off, or getting to the point where I was used a wash and then had to move on to a separate project. And that is Marvel Crisis Protocols, Nightcrawler and Bishop. Pair of lovely models. Quite looking forward to painting these, really. I started things off by sorting out Nightcrawler's black, even though there's a slight blue to it. So I mixed in some Cantor blue to give it that sort of comic booky effect. I'm quite happy with the way it's turned out. These guys are not going to take long to paint whatsoever, it seems. Especially Nightcrawler. He's going to get knocked out so fast. Like, in just a few minutes, I got to the stage where I was basically painting his red. So yeah, he's going to get done really quick. Bishop, on the other hand, is going to take a little bit longer because he's got quite a lot of yellow on him, and of course I'm painting yellow onto black when I get around to that, so it's going to take a little bit longer. Not a problem though. I used to hate painting yellow, but now it's green. I just can't stand painting green. Don't know why. Go through phases, I guess. Originally it was white because that's an absolute nightmare. But there we go. Quite happy with today's progress. The Chaos Space Marines should be finished tomorrow. There's not really much left to do, just the highlights and the skin, and that's it really. And these guys, hopefully get them finished by Thursday or Friday maybe. Today is 2114, and I'm going to finish off the Chaos Space Marines. Now I'm not going to do their bases because I'm going to basically base everything at the same time to effectively kind of save time a little bit. Although it probably won't save time, but it's just going to feel like it saves time. It was just a matter of finish off those details today, and then doing that skin. It didn't take my full 2 hours, but I had some sort of pretty horrible news last night, and I wasn't really entirely in the mood for doing the full 2 hours, so I just knocked these guys out and then decided to have a little bit of a break. The main reason I do the hobby streak is for the sake of my mental health. I might actually do a video about it one day, just like going into further detail. And it helps me, it's the first thing I do every day, basically, and it helps me sort of get on with my day and basically It gives me time to focus and escape, I guess. But there we are, the painting's done. I'm happy with the way they've come out. I'm not really happy about the way that Chaos Lord is standing on his base. I don't know if I can be bothered to fix it though. I mean, he might just have to be like that forever. Today is 2115 and I'm going to continue with Bishop and Nightcrawler. I'm not feeling too hot today, so I'm going to do probably a little bit more work on the Mcfarlane because I want to get that sort of more completed. I don't really want to mess up the stuff from Marvel Crisis Protocol, whereas this will be easier to fix. So all I did for Nightcrawler and Bishop was, for Nightcrawler I finished off his red on his outfit, so he's pretty much done. Hopefully I feel a little bit better tomorrow, mentally wise, and then I can like really, I don't know what that was, but anyway, I can really focus on it and I should be able to get at least done down at their bases. Well, I basically did the same with Bishop, apart from I finished off his blue. They both look good. I'm quite happy with the way they're coming along, and they shouldn't take too much longer. Bishop's yellow is obviously going to be a nightmare because I'm painting yellow onto black, but nothing a couple of layers can't fix. As for the Mcfarlane figure, yeah, he's coming along okay. I'm not sure if I like all the scratches I'm doing on it though. That's the thing. I'm going to tone it down a little, obviously, in areas. I think it's because there's so much of it on his feet at the moment, and he's not finished, so it looks a bit weird. Because obviously, there's going to be more scratches on his feet than there will be anywhere else. Because that's where there's going to be like battlefield debris and things like that, and everything like that. I did take a few chunks out of him before I sprayed him up with sort of to make bullet holes and things like that. So those bits will obviously have scratches around them. And eventually then sort of the metallics will shine through. But yeah, he's coming along quite nicely. So there we are, that's Bishop and Nightcrawler coming along quite nicely. I'm quite happy with the way it's flowing so far. Again, it shouldn't take too much longer. Still don't know if I'm happy with the Mcfarlane figure. It's unusual to me because I don't really paint sort of large stuff, but we'll see how it goes. Today is 2116 and I fully intended to continue with Bishop and Nightcrawler here, and I did get started. However, about an hour into it, a friend of mine who normally doesn't get to come online and play games basically said, what are you up to? I want to see if I want to play online. So I agreed to do that, and I basically stopped what I was doing. I did, however, get a little way into it. And some white spray turned up today as well, which I forgot to record. So I've sprayed some models as well. So Nightcrawler's like almost done, to be honest. It's just bouncing his skin to finished, and there's just a few more details to do on Bishop, so it's not going to take too long. I sprayed up the stuff that I bought last week, so some Marvel Crisis Protocol stuff, and the Star Wars Shatterpoint stuff, and I sprayed up some more Marvel Zombies stuff as well. Today is 2117. There's not really much to talk about today. It's just me continuing with Bishop and Nightcrawler. I got as far as I could, but I ended up hitting a wash wall, which is basically where I can't really go any further. I don't really have enough time to do any other thing. So the last thing I do is a wash. I'm really enjoying painting these miniatures, however, though they are once again really nice miniatures that Atomic Mass put out. If you don't play Marvel Crisis Protocol, it is a good game to get into. The sets can be a bit expensive though, but you don't really need that many models. You need about 10. And they also do like packs, sort of larger packs now, where you can get like 5 models in one set. But yeah, other than that, I basically finished off doing their powers, or starting their powers. So tomorrow they will be finished. And yeah, I'm going to be starting on more Marvel Zombies stuff, which will basically mean more batch painting. Yay! Today is 2118 and I'm going to finish off Nightcrawler and Bishop. There's not really much left to do on these guys. It's just a matter of finishing off the powers and their bases. Nightcrawler is the easiest one to sort out because his colour scheme is similar to Bishop's, just not as bright, and Well, it's just a bunch of poofs, really. So it didn't take too long at all. It's just a kind of like a tiny amount of dry brushing that was quite easy to sort out. Bishop, on the other hand, is standing on a sentinel, so or a sentinel part. So I needed to kind of sort that out. I didn't want to go into full detail like I did with the actual full sentinel, so I just did a very quick sort of metallic mix for both the colours, and it has kind of come out quite nicely, so I'm quite satisfied with it. Of course, that didn't take too long at all, so I thought I'd start on the Marvel zombies. I can't remember what these are. Basically, they're runners. I can't actually remember what they're technically called in the game. They might be just called runners. I'm actually going to slapshot these guys. I know I didn't slapshot the other ones, but these ones desperately need to be slapshopped because I don't want to spend an entire week just painting these, 14, 15 models. So there we are, Bishop and Nightcrawler are finished. I'm going to get the video up probably Tuesday, gives me a little more time for editing, and these guys, hopefully these guys will be done also by Tuesday. There can't be much left to do. I'm not going to slapshot their faces, I'm just going to do their faces normally. All in all, it's been a pretty fun week. It's nice to actually paint some individual models rather than batch painting, but I will get back to the batch painting. I really do need to crack on more with the Mcfarlane Space Marine, I feel. It's something that I need to focus on. I think I'm going to start focusing on more on the evening, and hopefully I can get him closer and closer to being finished. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, I appreciate it. Maybe give us a thumbs up and a subscribe, and I will see you next time. Goodbye for now.